Welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of full stack Java projects, we are going to start off with the project 1, that is book management system. And in the last video, I have shown the brief idea about how this book management system is going to work. Please watch the previous video. I'll be sharing the playlist link in the description, and you can find the previous class video where I have elaborated how this book management system is going to work. In this book management system, we are going to make use of the technologies like JSP, Bootstrap, Hibernate and MySQL. And in this, it's a simple basic project where we are going to accept the book details like book ID, book name and price. And these details we want to insert into a database table. Let me take the table name like book. And once we insert these books into the book table, we should able to see the list of books in tabular format. So that is a basic project what we are going to build, and let us start developing this project. So let us initially go with the backend side first. Let us create the table. So we are going to make use of MySQL database, and let us create one database. Let us choose a database here. Create database project 1 DB. I'm using the database name as project 1 DB. For this complete project 1, that is book management system, we are going to refer to this database project 1 DB. Now in this, let us create a table. Create table book with book ID int of 4, book name varchar of 20, then book price int of 4. Let us choose the database first. So project 1 DB. Now let us create the table. Now the table is created. Now you can see describe book. You can see the structure of our table, book ID, book name and price. Now this is the database side. Now coming to this, the backend work, we are going to make use of the technologies over here like JSP and Hibernate, and we are going to connect to MySQL database, and the front end part we are going to design by using Bootstrap. Now since we are going to develop a web project, here we need to configure the Tomcat server. So already in my system, we are having Tomcat server. So if your system is not having Tomcat server, please download and install. And in our project, we are going to make use of Tomcat 9 server. And how to configure the server? Just to go to Window, Preferences, Server, Runtime Environments, Add. And we are going to choose a server Apache Tomcat version 9 and say next. So if you are not having Tomcat server, you can even download and install over here. So in my case, the Tomcat server is present in C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation Tomcat 9.0. This is the home directory or installation directory of Tomcat server in my system. Select this folder and say finish. Apply and close. So this completes our configuring Tomcat server in our Eclipse workspace. Now here we are going to make use of Maven tool to create the web project. Let us create one project using Maven tool. So to create a project using Maven, file new Maven project. Then click on next. In catalog, choose internal. And here in artifact ID, we need to choose Maven-archetype web app. As we are going to develop the web application, choose here Maven-archetype web app. Click next. Then provide the group ID. I'm giving it as book management project. Artifact ID, the project name, book web project, and package, let me say com.book. Click on finish button. The project will get created, and in the project, if it is showing some errors, if it is going with errors under this web app index.jsp. If it is showing errors, how to remove these errors is right click on your project and say right click on project and go to properties, targeted runtimes and make a check mark to this Apache Tomcat version 9 and say apply and close. Apply and close. The error will go off now. Now, once the web project is created using Maven, and if you are getting errors, what I said, you have to do one small setting, right click on project and go to properties, select your targeted runtimes and make a check mark to this Apache Tomcat version 9 and say apply and close. Right? Now the next step here, as we are going to make use of Hibernate and we are going to connect to MySQL database, we need to add the project dependencies. We need to add what here? Project dependencies. One is Hibernate dependency and one more MySQL connector. And where we should add? In pom.xml file. In pom.xml file, we are going to add the project dependencies. Now, so what dependencies we need to add? One is Hibernate dependency and one more MySQL connector. Now, so for that, I can open search engine like Google, and here you can search for Hibernate dependency Maven and open this link, Maven repository, mvnrepository.com, Hibernate core relocation. Open this link and we are going to choose 6 version. The latest version is 6 here, and this alpha means it is under testing stage now, so we need to choose the final one. So in our case, we are going to make use of this 6.5.2. Choose this link, scroll down, and here we need to just copy this dependency. Click in the box here, the code will get copied. Come back to Eclipse, and in between dependencies element we have to paste. In between dependencies element we have to paste and remove this step. It's not working. Remove this step. So we are adding one dependency. What is that? Hibernate core dependency and the latest version 6.5.2. Now we need to add one more dependency. What is that? MySQL connector. So here only in MVN repository, here only we can search for MySQL connector Java. Search here. Go to this MySQL connector and let us go with the version 8.4. As I'm having MySQL 8 version installed in my system, copy this dependency code and come back to this pom.xml file. In between dependencies, we have to paste it. We are going to add these 2 dependencies in pom.xml file of our book web project. Now see, in this Java resources library under Maven dependencies, see how many jar files got added into the project. So this is the main use of going with Maven tool. The main use of Maven tool is to create projects. It's mainly used to add the project dependencies very easily, just doing copy and paste work. Right? So however, I'll be sharing all these codes to you, the complete project codes I'll be sharing, and you can find the link in the description to download these files. You can able to open these files and you can able to take the code from the given link and you can open the file and you can even able to download that files also. Right? So this completes the setup required for our book web project. And in the next video, we are going to create the entity classes, that is book class, where we are going to accept the book ID, book name and price from user. So what are the data we are going to accept from user? We want to store it into the entity project class book, and that object we want to persist into the table. That we'll be doing in the next video. Thank you. Please subscribe, like and share.